Rated M for mature.
Gather your team and prepare for the ultimate co-op challenge. Here are 5 signs you're about to die in Zombie Army 4's Horde Mode. Hello, I'm Phil and welcome to Rebellion, where our fine team of zombie exterminators have been preparing for the season of goodwill and cheer by, well, exterminating zombies. And what better way to get into the festive spirit with friends online than by spending some much deserved chillaxing time in front of Zombie Army 4's Horde Mode and becoming a zombie killing grandmaster. That isn't a real title or anything, I just like the sound of it next to my name. I digress. Horde Mode is very much the quintessential test of any Zombie Army player's survival instincts, pitting you and your teammates against increasingly merciless waves of the undead in a confined map with only one exit. We have already covered some tips on how to be at your best in this ever-evolving bout of human hand-eye coordination and verbal communication, but it's time to take a look at 5 situations we all find ourselves in at some point. You know, the ones that are usually followed by being downed and needing a res. These are the 5 signs that you're about to die in Horde Mode, and how to avoid getting into them so that you can prove to your friends that you really did make it to Wave 21 when everyone else logged off. And before we continue, don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons to stay up to date with all the gloriously gooey zombie-filled content we make every month here at Rebellion. Now, without further ado, let's horde.
Gun down! That's 50! I'm the king, baby!
Starting off this list is a scenario every gamer can relate to. Finding yourself off in some far-flung corner of the map with no idea where the ammo, or in fact, anyone else is. Oh sure, you might just think you can wing it and hope for the best, arrogantly assuming that the game fairies will descend from the skybox and bless you with free bullets and health packs during your play like it's your right. Well, think again, foolish mortal. In Horde Mode you have a choice of 7 maps at your disposal so far, each presenting unique layouts and varying degrees of challenge. Taking the time to understand all those nooks and crannies of each map will give you a strategic advantage and allow you to concentrate your fire when needed, as well as granting you the knowledge of where the supply drops and ammo crates move to. You won't last long if you've got a pack of suiciders screaming behind you and you haven't got the slightest clue where to run to, and oh look, kaboom. Yeah, should have memorised the map. Number 2 on our list comes as a result of number 1. The problems you'll undoubtedly encounter in Horde Mode are all interlinked, like some beautiful poetic ballet where tension meets relief, where fear meets courage, where bullet meets zombie brain and oh sorry, what's that? You're out of ammo, sure. There really is nothing worse than the sight of a highly ranked, perked up zombie crushing gladiator who doesn't have any ammo for his or her collection of guns. And before some of you start to pass judgment and scoff at the idea that you would ever allow yourself to fall into that situation, well, you might not be so confident when you're down to your last pistol clip on Wave 25 and you've got 4 specials on you like cadaverous paparazzi. There's nothing worse than knowing exactly where the ammo crate is to replenish your spent rifle, but unfortunately to reach it you would have to punch your way through just about 100 enemies who are all awfully good at giving you a scratch. This is where your melee abilities come in handy. Whichever one you have equipped, use it to create a bit of breathing room. But still, meleeing is only a temporary solution to help you reaching that ammo crate in time. Just try not to panic when you hear your character say they need more bullets. It happens to the best of us.
Ammo depleted.
The third variety of creeping realization that you're done for: too many specials. If you're an avid watcher of this channel, you'll be aware of the love-hate relationship we have with Zombie Army 4 specials. We love taking them on as each one presents a challenge that can only be accomplished if we muster up our internal soldier, show some courage and best them like the local school bully. But crikey, what a lot of them can show up at once in the higher levels of Horde Mode. Seriously, sometimes it seems like the game's just saying to us, oh, you know that flamer you just took down there? Well, here's another 3 for your trouble. Not to worry. Concentrate your fire and focus on one enemy at a time. Try not to split up when you're running away from the butcher's buzzsaw, and get as much breathing room as you can before turning on the spot and aiming for their head. There's nothing more embarrassing than your highly trained, mentally prepared team scarpering when the sight of a special appears in your scopes. But remember that united you stand, divided, well, you literally get divided by a noisy buzzsaw. So sorry about that. So it's come down to this, has it? The most lonely situation one can end up in, and on wave 13 no less. Yep, it's all down to you now, so no pressure then. At some point when you're facing off against Hitler's Royal Corps Corps, you will be the only survivor left on your team. It can be unnerving, can't it? Yes, you may have a full bandolier of ammo and your med pack is safely tucked away in your inventory, and you may even have some handy grenades or mines at your disposal, but being alone in Horde mode is perhaps the most challenging moment one can face. Your teammates will be resurrected should you fend off that last shuffling cadaver at the end of the round, but there's a long way to go between witnessing your teammate fall to besting a decaying uniformed collection of meat and bones all snarling at you. In situations such as these, knowledge of the map layout is essential. You need to know where the supplies are, the pathways your enemies can use to inch closer towards you, and where you can escape if your specifically chosen bottleneck isn't enough to stop them from breaking through. Times like these are also perfect for a heroic bait grenade toss to gather up your foes in one easy to mulch place and earn extra cool points while your friends watch. Such moments, however, are fleeting, so make use of the time to collect your senses and fend off any notion of giving up. How else does one become a zombie killer grandmaster? Yeah, that is my new title now. Well done, you did it. You reached wave 13 and have been treated to a cutscene of your exit that shows you exactly where you need to get to escape this Horde arena. But what's that? You want to stay? Really? I mean, the decor is nice and everything, very rustic architecture for sure, but do you really want to stick around here with the exit just over there? Because if you do, you run the risk of falling into our fifth absolutely lethal situation. Let's say you and your teammates are fully stocked, know the particular map you're in like the back of your hand, and feel confident enough keeping up the good fight until the last man or woman is standing. Sounds reasonable enough, but just remember, all it takes is one break in the support chain, and before you know it, you're suddenly on fire and you've been spat at by some immobilizing green goo. The higher waves are where true zombie marksmanship is required, testing your reaction speed, adaptability, and your knack for getting out of a tight jam on a near constant basis. Leave nothing to chance here, as the increasing number of tougher enemies will show no mercy. And for pity's sake, don't try and show off. It will not end well for you or your team, and once you're back in the game lobby, you probably won't be met by kind words. And there are 5 sticky situations in Zombie Army 4's Horde mode and how to deal with them. What nuggets of invaluable insight have you gleaned during your own playthroughs? Which scenario on our list is your worst nightmare when playing? Let us know in the comments down below, and don't forget to hit that shiny subscribe button to stay up to date with all our zombie-filled content. In the meantime, I'm going to try and beat my own personal record of reaching wave 2896. That's right, don't scrutinise it, just trust the number. Good, right, I'm off.